Garja, camaraderie, comrades and friends, I'd like to thank everybody from Derry that's turned up today for this very important rally. Will we make it absolutely clear that the people of Derry, who've known what it is to live under an imperialist jackfoot, who've known what it is to face state terror, and have stood up to it and defied it, we know what the people of Gaza are going through today, and we despise those forces that are taking part in organised mass public slaughter on the streets of Gaza, and who have for the past 40 years defied UN resolution after UN resolution, world opinion after world opinion, and done so with the connivance and support of a US presidency that ought to be ashamed of itself. A British government that doesn't even know the meaning of the word shame. And of course, we look south to the government in Dublin, who are playing fast and loose with our sovereignty and with our right to take a position of independence in the world and not be part of international power blocks, and that are compromising Ireland's historic tradition of independence, and are placing us in the middle of this conflict on the side that we would not want to be, with the support for Israel and in support for the activities that are taking place there. We need to make it absolutely clear that our government in the south is going to oppose any move to ratify any treaty which brings us into closer military alliance with Britain and the other people who are engaged in oppression throughout the world. We must also try to do practical things here to show solidarity with the people of Palestine.
What about Raytheon, Gerry?
We've made it perfectly clear the position on Raytheon. Raytheon's not welcome in this town because of the promises that they broke to the people of this town. That was decided in that council chamber, and I was happy to propose the motion to take that. The fact of the matter is that the Israeli government are doing what they're doing with the connivance of international opinion, and Ireland has to take a stand, and the people of Ireland have to take a stand just as you are in opposing that. There are lots of local practical things that you can do, and I would appeal to people here in Derry to do that. There are Israeli goods, or Israeli origin goods being sold in this town and in this city. I would ask people to boycott Israeli goods. Don't buy any Israeli produce until such time as the Israeli state recognises the right of the Palestinian nation to freedom and independence and negotiates with the representatives of the Palestinian people. One thing Israel's going to have to learn. Britain took long enough to learn it, but they're going to have to learn it. You can't pick and choose people's representatives. That will be done by the people themselves. The people of Palestine have the right to choose their own representatives, and they will do so, and Israel had just better recognise that. SINN FEIN has been taking part in a number of international campaigns in support of Palestine and in opposition to the blockade of Gaza that's taking place at the moment. And recently, Ava Fitzgerald, one of our TDs, took part in an important meeting out there. He travelled out and travelled into occupied Palestine in an attempt to support the opposition to the blockade. People should realise what is actually going on there. The Israeli government have taken it upon themselves to prevent any access to Gaza except through their control points. They don't allow food in there, they don't allow water in there, they don't allow medical supplies, they don't allow people in or out without their permission. How dare they do that to the people of Gaza? How dare they do what they're doing to the people of Palestine? So I would ask you to write to your local representatives, write to your local parliamentarians, write to your local government and make it clear we expect everyone in this country, north and south, to take an absolute stand in support of the Palestinians' right to freedom and in support of the Gaza people's right for peace. And we call on Israel to immediately withdraw from Gaza, to open negotiations with the Palestinian people, and to withdraw from the occupied territories and allow the Palestinian nation the freedom of a state that it deserves and has a right to. And finally, I just want to call on you, and to say, just remind you of the call to support the boycott of Israeli goods, and ask you to take part in any protest you can. Advise your family. You'll see these goods, if you have a look on the labels, you'll see their origin. Sometimes there's a number down there, I can't remember the number offhand, but I think it's 729. If you look at the number, you can see what's an origin, Israeli origin goods. When you see that symbol, tell the shopkeeper that you're refusing to buy that product because of where it comes from until such time as Israel becomes a member of the civilized world. And when you do that, you will send a strong message out. I'm old enough to remember the importance of that campaign in South Africa, and it was part of a small part, but it was a part that we could do practically in solidarity with our brothers and sisters in South Africa. Let's do the same for our brothers and sisters in Palestine, and let's show absolute solidarity from here, and let's make a demand that all our political representatives stand with us in making it clear we want no part of this slaughter and we want to support the Palestinian people. Thank you.
Thank you, Gerry. Now can we hear from Gerry Horgan from the Socialist Workers' Party.
I had an email this morning from